Think of your favourite movie genre. Now think of your least favourite movie genre. Now consider if you are in the majority or the minority for people who either like or dislike that genre. Question lost to time perhaps, but in 2022 a survey was done with over 1,000 participants who were asked to rank the top 10 movie genres ever exist on a 5-point scale. We've got I love it, I like it, I'm impartial, I dislike it, or I fucking hate it. So we can finally put to bed and have a look at what is the most divisive movie genre to ever exist. 41% of people love it, 45% of people like it, 5% not sure, 7% dislike it, with only a marginal amount absolutely fucking despising it. See, that doesn't surprise me in the slightest. Comedy is one of those genres that, regardless of who you are, where you're from, there's something out there for you that will absolutely make you chuckle. Like, I'll say this now, because I got a word with comedies as well. Comedies within the last few years have not been good. The 2000s were peak comedy movie time. You can't beat them. They were fucking awesome. You know, there are people out there who I think were so different, but you stick grown-ups on and they'll fucking laugh at the same thing. You stick it on at the end of the day, you've had a long day, you've had a shit day at work, you don't want to watch something too grueling, like really going to put you down, so you stick on a comedy. Maybe you only watch 45 minutes of it, but you go away feeling well rested from it, but it's the laughs you get along the way, and that's all that matters. But to structure a comedy movie, I think it's so much harder than what people fucking give credit for. And I think people go into it thinking, I can make a comedy movie, I can make a comedy movie, I can make a fart joke, you know, I can do a classic Starbucks order gone wrong, you know, or you know, I think to make the scary movies of the world, to make the 40-year-old virgins, requires some talent, you know. I want to treat this relationship as a friendship.
Want to get pancakes? Fuck yeah, I do. Fuck yeah.
It would be remiss to not give you guys some movie picks from each movie genre as we go through. So we're going to steamroll a few favourites here as we go through. And if you don't like those picks, tell me something that's better, as a friend would. And if you do like those picks, a bromance may start. We could be lovers under the moonlight. We could be friends who don't wipe the edge of a drink before you drink it from the other person. We could be friends who share the crust of a sandwich together. So think about that. Team America, World Police. This film fucking slaps. It's made from the same creators of South Park. It's puppetry movie, the work that went into it, the comedy that goes into it, everything that went into it. Great movie, go watch it. Austin Powers, The Spy Who Shagged Me. If you haven't watched any of Austin Powers' movies, Mike Myers is awesome in them.
Well, which is it, baby? Spits or swallows?
Anchorman 1 and 2, classics. Watched them with my dad when I was young. Awesome, give them both a watch. Action. 35% love it, 44% like it, 6% not too sure, 11% dislike it, 4% fucking hate it. I'm gonna fall into the same trope as I said before. Kicking back with a good action movie that ain't got any stakes. Now the first person that's come to my head, you may love him or you may hate him. Watch the Jason Statham movie where he plays the same character again and again, but he's fucking awesome at doing it, and he puts himself in some fucking crazy situations. Nothing's cooler. Nothing is cooler. So I can see why it's not a divisive movie genre. I think that's to be expected. I think the Bourne trilogy, early 2000s spy espionage movies, they slap. I feel like they're slept on in today's world.
What if I can't find her?
It's easy. She's standing right next to you.
Bit of an old pick, but worthwhile. The Samurai trilogy, a 1950s Japanese samurai movie that It's gritty. One of the last battles in the last film, it has one of the most beautiful drops settings for a samurai duel. Awesome. If you want something that is John Wick, but isn't John Wick, The Raid. You'll just have a damn good fucking time watching these movies. Drama, with 29% of people saying they love it, 50% saying they like it, 6% saying not sure, 10% dislike it, 4% hate it. I think. Do you know what I have to do? This is my issue with movie genres. I'm gonna have to search the definition of a drama movie because I feel like that range is so big. A drama movie is a genre that tells a serious, emotional story centered on compelling characters facing essential conflict. I think with dramas specifically, some of them can be very, very wrenching. But with the dramas, some of them take on some real fucking dark things. And I think a lot of people aren't a fan of that. Not because they're not interested in it, because it affects them emotionally or it affects them throughout their next day or the rest of their day, and people just don't want that. Two movies that shaped me as a young man. I wouldn't be the person I am today without them. Dead Poets Society, I know, call me cliche, add another cliche to that. Good Will Hunting shaped me as a person. I don't know what to say. Documentary, with 28% loving it, 46% liking it, 10% not sure, 9% dislike, 23% dislike. Sorry, fucking hate it. Yeah, this doesn't surprise me. My first thing that comes to my head is Netflix. Documentaries in the last few years, the amount that they get churned out is crazy. Sometimes I feel like they chase more than the actual documentation journalism side of it. Is that fucked up to say? I'm not entirely sure.
One. Well,
He said some dumb shit.
again?
There's so many sleepers, and if I think of the documentaries that I like, it's the early 2000s, and I haven't watched many documentaries. I'm not a massive documentary fan. If I'm going to learn about something, I'll read about it. And there are some people that have spent every waking day of their lives, every minute, sitting on the bog, grinding out the vision they see for a documentary and trying their hardest to get the point across as clearly as they can, as succinct as they can, and to tell it a genuine, true story. Free Solo, man climbs El Capitan and Yosemite National fucking mountains, whatever you want to call them. I think it's 3,200 feet high without any harnesses. It sleeps on the side of the wall. Absolutely awesome. The Act of Killing. This one is a bit on the dark side, but if you like that sort of thing, it's about a journalist who gets Indonesian killing squads to reenact their crimes through whatever medium they want. It's a pretty tough watch.
Kakinya yang sering mengejar kamu waktu kamu pulang.
Fantasy, with 24% love it, 38% like it, 13% not sure, 18% dislike it, 7% hate it. I don't know if I'm surprised by that. Am I surprised by that? I'm not sure. I can't tell if I am surprised by that or not. I think I like fantasies. I like fantasies because I think the pure whimsy and imagination that comes out of someone's head to produce a fantasy movie to a fucking awesome scale is just awesome. For that to come out of someone's head, you know, their own fucking oars in the earth and their own swords and these characters and these laws that are so built out, and to think these come out of people's heads is fucking awesome. I can see how something not based in reality is more decisive, because I think with fantasy, you have to let yourself just go and accept it is what it is and this is the world that you're in. And obviously that's not for everyone. Saying all that, I think I'm actually surprised by that. That's not. I think I'm surprised by that. I think I'm kidding myself into being surprised by that. Spiderwick Chronicles. If you haven't watched the Spiderwick Chronicles, I'm telling you, you are missing out. This film will make you feel things. I'm going to throw in another special one because I've just thought about it as well. If you want to cry your eyes out, as sad it encompasses this movie, Bridge to Terabithia, Jumanji. Not the new ones. The new ones, they're okay for what they are, but the original is awesome.
It's a stampede!
Cause it's a thriller night, and what you going on? I don't know the words to the song. Thriller night. Thrillers. 29% of people love them, 42% of people like them, 8% of people not sure, 13% dislike it, 7% hate them. The Thriller. In some way or the other, we all love a thriller, which is not true because 7% of people fucking hate them. Oh! Thriller's where it's at. Oh, we all love a thriller, don't we? Oh, I'm dating one of the most beautiful girls in the whole wide world who absolutely loves thrillers. Loves thrillers to bits. What we normally do when we're watching a movie is I'll suggest 3 movies. I'll go, and I'm fairly fair, I'll pick one from different genres, okay? Every time, I'll give her the 3 options. Every fucking time, it's the movie that seems the darkest, the most mind-bending psychological fucking warfare you've ever seen, and one that inevitably scars her to the point where we have to watch a nice light-hearted movie after it scarred her. She fucking loves it. And that's a testament to thrillers. It's one of those things, you either love these or you hate them. Thrillers are where it's at. 7 is a great thriller. Shutter Island, again, mind-bending, will keep you on the edge of your seat. Leon the Professional, I think some people would consider this an action movie. I think I also consider it a thriller, just not in the traditional sense of a thriller.
You're a Mozart fan. I love him too.
I love Mozart.
Just an awesome movie, will make you feel badass even though it's about some pretty grueling things. Great movie. Romance. 19% love it, 44% like it, 10% not sure, 18% dislike it, 9% hate it. Romance isn't everyone's type of story, I get that. Not everyone wants to see true love on the fucking silver screen. Not everyone wants to see that. If you've never experienced true love, maybe you don't want to experience true love through the eyes of 2 sexy A-list fucking actors. Okay, I get that. Maybe it's divisive because people don't see love that way, you know? Hollywood's false deception of love. But we all want love to be that way, don't we? We all want love to be like it is in the movies, and it never is. You know, you fart in bed. You spill toothpaste down your top and you don't look as cute as you hope you would. You know. You get overcharged another latte, so you have to complain. It puts you in a bad mood on a date. All these things. I think we all want love to be like a romance movie, and it's not. And I think that's a good thing. Notting Hill. Notting Hill's a great movie. It's a great love story. Just don't think that's what Notting Hill's like in real life, because it's not. 50 First Dates. I'll say it to everyone and I'll say it again. 50 First Dates is one of Adam Sandler's best movies. Whenever he teams up with Drew Barrymore, the films fucking slap.
Yeah, high five is right, bud.
I watched this movie so many times when I was a kid, and I come back to it and I love it more and more. True Love. Up. You may not say it's a romance movie, but it has the greatest romance story ever told in the history of any medium, all done in under 5 minutes. When I'm on my deathbed, when I'm croaked, like this, and I'm croaked. Thank you. Remember that film Up from 2009 by Pixar? That was the love I wanted. You gave it to me. And then flatline. Science fiction. 27% of people love it. 36% of people like it. 10% not sure. 18% dislike. 9% hate it. I'm a bit confused by this one. I didn't expect it. Some of the biggest franchises in the world are science fiction at heart. Star Wars, Star Trek, Marvel. Some of the biggest movies in the world are sci-fi. So I'm surprised that is one of the most divisive movie genres. I suppose in a sense it's like fantasy, where you have to let yourself go into that story to sort of believe and love it. Now this might be a bit of a far-fetched, so disagree with me in the comments if you do. Maybe it's because science fiction, anything, isn't like what it used to be.
Just shut the fuck up, but didn't I ask for the dumb opinion that came out of your ass? Just shut the fuck up.
Star Wars isn't like what it used to be. Star Trek isn't like what it used to be. I'm gonna search up, do people like sci-fi? Let me just see like a general consensus. To me, science fiction, more than any other genre, represents hope. Hope for the future, hope for mankind, hope that whatever terrible mess we are currently going through will not last forever. To me, the best science fiction instills a sense of wonder, while simultaneously making the world it is set in feel real. Sorry if that comes off as corny. That's not corny, that's fucking beautiful. To explore what is familiar but unobtainable, and to discover the new and never before imagined. That's good. Why do people dislike sci-fi? I would much rather play as a knight or peasant in medieval Europe. Big part of what puts me off is the aesthetics. The bright colours often used just don't resonate. I love sci-fi but hate most sci-fi that's being made. That's kind of similar to what we said before. We've all seen it. Interstellar. Interstellar is a good movie. I'm not going to harp on. Go watch Interstellar if you haven't. Minority Report. Early 2000s Steven Spielberg classic about Tom Cruise in a pre-crime division. Crimes before they've happened. Pre-crime. Awesome, go watch it. WALL-E. I'm a sucker for it. Everyone's watched it. In the case you have, go watch it again. In the case you haven't, go watch WALL-E. Western movies taking second most divisive movie genre spot, with 17% of people loving it, 39% of people liking it, 13% not sure, 22% disliking it, and 9% hating it. I think it depends what type and when, what decade or what sort of era of Hollywood Western you're watching. Spaghetti Westerns I think hold a lot of joy in a lot of people's hearts, but are they that popular today? I don't think this is the most divisive because we either love it or you hate it. I think this is the most divisive because is there really much to go on anymore compared to what there used to be? You've got to think this is a 2022 survey. I've sat here for like 5 minutes now and thought we do have as many Westerns as we did before, but the topics they take on are not as traditional as what spaghetti Westerns used to be. It's not this good v bad and that's it. It's so much more complex than I think it used to be. Why is the Western genre so much less popular? I would imagine it probably, this is from a Reddit page, I would imagine it probably got hard to have original ideas. The space race and sci-fi killed them. People going as far as saying that the West, the old West, is nowhere near as fascinating to like kids nowadays as it was back then. So the idea of a cowboy isn't as cool.
I was there to comfort her, and I knew
Fistful of Dollars, not exactly a high pull off the shelf, but a great pull nonetheless. One of my favourite scenes from any Western movie is in that movie.
Get 3 coffins ready.
Huh?
My mistake. 4 coffins.
Huh?
Django Unchained, not Quentin Tarantino's best, but a good movie nonetheless. Rango, possibly one of the best Western movies ever made. Rango! Who would have thought you'd fall in love with a lizard? A gecko! So much. Rango slaps. At number 1, I think we all know where this is going. I think we all had an inkling of where possibly this was swaying towards. With 25% of people loving it, and 23% of people hating it, and everything else in between. It is horror movies. let's dive into horror movies. I find horror movies the most fascinating movie genre out there. I think that's what horror movies are meant to do. I love how some people love the gore, and there is just a certain type of people who love that dark, macabre thing, and that's what brings them peace. In one study, researchers tracked how fear-avoidant and fear-approaching personalities felt before and after a horror. Both fear-avoiders and fear-approachers saw an equal uptick in negative emotions as a result, yet only the fear-approaching group saw a rise in positive sentiment following the scary movie experience. So University of Chicago researcher Colton Scrivener has conducted extensive research on the appeal of horror, finding that viewers mostly fit into 3 distinct groups. Adrenaline junkie. Adrenaline junkies desire novel, complex, and intense experiences. Adrenaline junkies tend to upregulate their arousal by immersing themselves more in the experience of horror movie. The white knuckler. White knucklers are genuinely afraid of scary movies and do not necessarily enjoy the suspenseful acts. Unlike adrenaline junkies who try to maximize their arousal, white knucklers tend to downregulate. And then there's the dark coper. This group uses horror to cope with various aspects of their lives. Many dark copers report using scary movies to deal with feelings of anxiety. My favorite horrors are the 80s. The 80s horrors are fucking brilliant. Do yourself a favor, if you love horror, go watch some 80s horror. And if you don't love horror, maybe 80s horror is for you, because it looks like shit enough where you're like, and you can that doesn't look real. In the back of your head, you're still shitting yourself. Scream franchise is my favorite horror of all time. Scream 1 and Scream 4 specifically.
Did you really put her liver in the mailbox? Because I heard that they found her liver in the mailbox next to her spleen and her...
You can see everything coming.
I'm going to ring off just a few from the 1980s. The Blob, Hellraiser, The Thing, American Werewolf in London, The Stuff. So many good 1980s horror movies. Go watch any 1980s horror movie, regardless of how bad they look. They are awesome. If any of you go and watch the movies I suggested, please, for the love of God, tell me how they went. Start a conversation with me. I want to hear everything. I want to hear the snacks you had with them. I want to hear the time you watched it. Did you take a pee break? Anything. Okay, give me everything. And give me some... It's good that people like and dislike genres, because there are fucking awesome people out there that will like something and make it better. And there are a lot of people out there who will dislike something and try it a different way and create something entirely new. Anyway, it's a bit fucking deep, isn't it? I'm gonna go for a pee now.